never gonna love like this again. It's
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like cologne, I'm like, oh, I smell. I'm like, oh, I thought I was a. Oh, we looked at the wrong thing. Ha! Have we seen that? No, we saw episode 5. I thought I was immune.
Hey, welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
Today we're back with another episode of House of the Dragon. I was about to say something else, but it's House of the Dragon.
That is right. We are reacting to season 1, episode 6, The Princess and the Queen. But before we dive in, I'm going to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
Before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And hit the notification bell so that you are always aware whenever we drop a new video. Because if you aren't already subscribed, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't forget, become a member of our Patreon. You can get the full reaction of this episode and many others right now on our Patreon page. And depending on your tier, you can get 4 episodes ahead of this episode right now. Go, please support the channel. Really help us. And with that, class is in session. Let's do this.
I just get nervous.
Ooh, Simone.
Oh.
That was a lot.
Whew.
It's a boy.
It's immediately got stressed.
Princess, the Queen has requested that the child be brought to her immediately.
Wait, what? What's happening?
Mm-mm.
Is that Rhaenyra?
I think so.
I'll take him myself. You should remain a bed princess.
Yes, I should.
Help me dress.
This is one take. You noticed that, right? They haven't cut.
Wow, you're right. I don't even think she's delivered the placenta yet. Yeah. Didn't even cut the cord. Whew.
Oh, it's coming.
The afterbirth.
Whew. Whew. Ah.
Where are you going?
She wants to see him.
Now? I'm coming with you.
I should hope so.
Let me take him.
I shall get no such satisfaction from you.
You should not get no such satisfaction from me. Dang, savage. So
I
we
think
definitely
she's saying she wants to show she's strong.
right.
I'm stressed.
What
I'm
does she
stressed.
possibly want? I thought we were past this.
Does she want to check? What does she want to check?
Princess, Selena, it is a privilege to be amongst the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, Lord Caswell.
If I may be of any...
Shut up.
The day may yet come, my lord.
Oh my gosh.
We are turning back, all right? She can come to us, all right?
Unless you wish to carry me down those fucking stairs.
I'm loving the partnership though.
And that's what they said. We gotta work together.
I'm so stressed for her. Oh my gosh. You could
The
tell
set
she was
pieces,
so
man.
happy the baby
They
was
built this.
healthy.
Of course. What you still doing alive?
I'm sure the queen wants to use him.
She could confine him because he's not gonna say anything.
You should be resting after your labours.
I have no doubt that you would prefer that, Your Grace.
You must sit.
She's still wearing green. Well, never mind. Let me not read too much into stuff.
Happy news this morning.
Is he still alive?
He lost arm.
He's still breathing? He can't hold the baby. He don't got no... What, his arm?
Does the babe have a name yet?
He doesn't look well.
We haven't spoken.
Joffrey.
It's an unusual name for a Valerian.
I do believe he has his father's nose.
What is she looking for?
Do keep trying, Selena. Sooner or later, you may get one who looks like you.
Dang. Who's she having sex with?
You don't think to consult me before you name my child.
He's our child, is he not?
Only one of us is bleeding.
Listen.
So is it not his actual kid?
I don't know. It might be.
She said you'll soon get one that looks like you, so is all those hers?
Joffrey, is it?
Is that the daddy?
Listen. I think we're gonna find out.
Is he even having what's happening?
Laenor is biracial, so they would only be a quarter black, so.
But it doesn't seem that's what's happening.
So those are Alicent's
And notice their hair.
sons, yeah.
Dracarys Vermax.
Aegon, Aemond. Disrespectful.
Savage.
Behold, the pink dread.
That is disrespectful.
So Alicent's kids all have the silver hair,
Yes.
and
Rhaenyra's
Rhaenyra's
don't.
well, they technically ain't none of them legitimate.
But they're still from Rhaenyra.
But you would think two households from
Right.
the old
Valyria would
Valyria
have,
would
yeah.
have silver hair, but
Yeah. That would be sad. I don't like bullying. Oh no. Wait, don't
thought
you
his about to be
dragons
fried
not
chicken.
burn?
Huh? What do you say?
I suppose you're right. Some things just are.
Your Grace.
Aemond. What have you done?
He did it again.
He thought they'd happened upon some wild, unnamed dragon alerted to the dragon pit.
Your grandsons are a menace.
They are more children than he is.
They're savages. And it's not surprising.
She's not blaming
Really?
her own son.
It was now Aegon that put
Right.
to it.
His scalp looks.
I had a black mare once. Black like a raven. One day she escaped her pasture, and the foal, when it was born, just the most unremarkable brown horse you ever saw. Nature is a thing of mysterious works.
How do you know? The silver stallion. How do you know it was him? Did you witness the act itself?
Girl, I was just trying to tell you a story. I don't need to try to explain it to you. I think what they're picking up on is she knows, and he know, that is not a legitimate kid. She said, I saw one, but three of them? That's a shame.
She flaunts the privilege of her inheritance without shame. She expects everyone in the Red Keep to deny the truth our eyes can all plainly see. And the king, her father.
He knows.
Of course he knows.
Because of hair.
The Princess Rhaenyra is brazen and relentless,
Oh, so now he talks about her.
and sucks her prey dry. Spoiled cunt.
Watch yourself, bruh.
Who is this? Her son? Is this?
Yeah, the oldest. So
Can you imagine?
He seemed like he's gonna be a prick.
The peg.
He does seem like he
It
would
was
be.
your plot.
See? She knows.
She's in denial though.
Aemond is your brother.
Oh, he's a twat.
We are family. You may carve him about as you wish at home, but in the world, we must defend our own. She can move to cut off any challenge to her succession.
Then I won't.
You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon! Simply by living and breathing!
At least Alicent's strong. She knows. She knows the game. Took a little bit to understand it, but it's been some years now, and she know how to play it.
I think she's always been discerning, but to your point, she's definitely increased in confidence and she's the more vocal. But I mean, time's passed. Her dad is out of the way, not manipulating, pulling the strings, and she has the king's ear. So,
Same one.
You joined our cause against Volantis in a century of blood. On the great dragon Balerion, he flew to our aid in Lys and burned a fleet of enemy ships, thus turning the tide.
Aegon the Conqueror.
Aegon. You would have your freedom of the city and the harbour, as befits your royal station.
Damon likes that.
Continue.
Yo, he's a look. I'll use these little kids for some power.
Martell of Dawn. At any moment they may turn their sights north. Your family has dragons. 3 now, mayhaps 4 in the future.
she's pregnant.
You are considering Prince Reggio's offer.
We have a good life here. We're free to do as we please.
He never liked politics.
We don't belong here.
Valyria is gone. We don't belong anywhere.
Mm.
At my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death. Not that of some fat country lord.
He's looking like he's still there.
He's like, I'm done with the conversation.
Oh my gosh. That's the most annoying thing.
This is the stuff, Lionel. Lads that learn together, train together, knock each other down, pick each other up.
That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
That is the hope, Your Grace.
That's the hope.
Don't stand too upright, my prince. You'll get knocked down.
Ah. Weapons up, boy. Give your enemies no quarter.
Seems the younger boys could do better with a bit of your attention. Sir Crispin.
Yeah.
You question my method of instruction.
It's like he's focused only on those two.
It's hardly a fair match.
I know you've never seen true battle style, but when steel is drawn, a fair match isn't something anyone should expect.
True.
Speaking of facts.
I just feel like something's gonna happen.
Foul play. I'll deal with him.
I'll play.
Down the attack. Use your feet.
Dang.
Don't let him get up.
Enough!
You dare put hands on me! They're gone. Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin, or a brother,
Or a father.
or a son.
Oh!
Really?
That's like you're telling on yourself. Rein it in. Rein it in. That's like what he did to the guy. Oh no.
Start again!
Lord doesn't match.
Princess, there's been an incident in the yard.
Don't play the fool with me, boy. Your intimacy with the Princess Rhaenyra is an offense that would mean exile and death.
So that's his oldest son.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can tell you that.
I wish my father affected a similar blindness.
He's trying to help you out.
These many years. And yet today, you publicly assaulted a knight of the King's Guard in the defense of your...
So it seems Rhaenyra has a type.
Yeah, she does. I don't know how. I don't feel bad for Rhaenyra. I really don't. I think she should have thought that through. Yeah, you can have this dude over here as your plaything, but at least have kids with your husband.
Where have you been?
Oh, with Carl. Did I mention it?
You found another plaything.
Are you in very much pain? Milk swells the breast.
Would you mind?
A few months, maybe.
Is he feeling stifled by palace life?
Are you mad? Do you know what's happened?
And I have played my part here faithfully for 10 years. I am owed
You
some...
are owed nothing. You do not desert your post when the storm lashes.
The wise sailor flees the storm as it gathers.
Didn't his dad say something different?
Will they let me stay?
Well, who let you stay?
Why would you want to?
She probably feels like it's
He
home.
wants you and Father. And Baylor. Because you have dragons.
Aww.
Didn't notice he was only talking to the other girl.
Is it because she has a dragon?
Yeah.
So he's definitely more affectionate than he was with his other wife.
But remember, he has a kind. He has a tight silver hair, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra has delivered another son.
Does your brother mention if this one also bears a marked but entirely coincidental resemblance to the commander of the City Watch?
Dang! You know it, you cross seas!
So, Tyland.
We should address the latest developments in the Stepstones, my lords.
That was a decade ago, and he has since left the region undefended.
We have left it undefended. There should have been fortifications built. Watchtowers, a fleet of ships, a garrison of soldiers sent to hold our ground.
We cannot afford it. Let us be finished.
Wait. I wish to speak.
The Queen and the Princess.
I have felt the strife between our families of late, my queen. My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves. Once and for all.
He's like, oh, this is great.
A most judicious proposition.
The Queen, she got a backbone though, watch this.
That's
A
true.
symbol of our goodwill.
She's trying.
But she knows she's been cornered. She's leaking.
Mm-hmm.
The king and I thank you for your offer, and we will consider it duly. You must rest now, husband.
She didn't accept.
I mean, it makes sense she wouldn't want to accept too hastily.
How sweetly the fox speaks when it's being cornered by the hound.
See?
She is
For me to marry my only daughter to one of her plain-featured sons.
Plain featured.
Your Grace, I feel.
Is he gonna do step
I
down?
have come to resign my position as Hand of the King.
Mm.
He's trying to be honorable.
Yeah.
You have served me faithfully for many years, unmarked by self-interest.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Queen was actually shocked that he said that.
Ever darker, I can no longer serve you with integrity.
Yeah.
What is this shadow? Name it if it casts such a gloom.
Yes. You must have your reasoning in plain language.
He looked at her like,
really?
You better shut up.
You will continue in your service to the crown.
And he knows, and she knows, he knows.
Mm-hmm.
And look at her. And everybody know what transpired here, but no one said anything.
Aren't you gonna help me?
No. But
salty, okay? And to her being a person of faith, I'm sure, like,
right.
It's just really eating at her to have, like, dishonesty.
It's the brother.
I took the
the son.
liberty of beginning without you, Your Grace. It seemed a sin to let such a pie grow cold.
You did wisely, Lord Larys.
So don't like the dad or the brother, but you like this brother?
Then he fell short of confessing my brother's transgressions.
With his eruption in the yard, your brother all but confessed the truth himself.
Tell you not now.
It's a willful blindness.
He wouldn't hesitate to speak the truth to the king if Otto Hightower was still at hand.
You cannot say, my queen, that your father would be impartial in this matter.
Yeah.
No, he would be partial to me.
Remember how she used to pick at her nails? I wonder if she still does that. But I don't think he was even impartial. Like, I'm sure he's cozying up to the queen for his own best interest. What is it, a bug? No. Oh my gosh.
He's gonna want to kill his father and his brother.
to come now!
You think he's gonna kill his brother in the hand?
He'll use those people who he just pulled out of the prison to do so.
I've reached the limit of my art. The child will not come. I'm very sorry, my prince. We could lay open the womb. Try to remove the infant.
Will you do the same thing your brother did? So she like, take me home.
Oh no. She wants to be burned alive.
Dracarys! Dracarys!
Crazy.
Oh, man. I feel like I need a minute.
I will return. I promise.
Wonder what his brother's angle here.
I definitely think he's
Kill his brother.
self-serving.
He's not gonna kill his dad.
Well, I think he's used to being underestimated, and he's probably trying to. He's a second son. He's probably trying to build something for himself. Gosh,
Second sons, man.
that was emotional for me.
It just happened so quickly. Didn't know how to process it.
Is Harwin strong, my father?
You hearing the rumors?
Am I a bastard?
You are a Targaryen. That's all that matters.
No, you just answered the question. You literally just answered the question. You've been lying to everybody else. You couldn't lie to me? The one that matters?
We're finished here. We're leaving.
What of your offer, Jace and Helena?
I have been undermined.
What of your position? You always said if you were absent from court, she would pour her honey in your father's ear.
Watch this dude on the side be getting that info.
Bring him.
Aww.
We'll need every sword we can muster.
Which sword are we talking about, though? You need people who's loyal to you.
Yeah, honestly. And I think he'll probably be better for her if he has something for himself.
Some plaything on the side. She needs to find
So
herself
which
a new
sword
plaything.
are we talking about? I'm still Loki in my feelings.
Watch this.
You're right. I think you're right. See how they're all wearing the bug pins?
You gonna kill your dad too?
They're burning it down. They're burning it down! Do you remember it being burned down? Oh no.
What are children but a weakness?
Whose ring was that? Emma's or
Right.
Rhaenyra's?
I think it was his wife's. It was his wife's ring. But he probably gave it to Rhaenyra. Dang, you left your daughter all alone?
Is a downfall.
Bro, you left with 2 kids.
Unencumbered,
No, this dude.
if you ask me.
They're dead. You pass judgment.
She don't
feel
like
like
that.
Queen makes a wish.
She feels like now her hands are
What
bloody.
servant of the realm would not strive to fulfill it?
Paris. I did not wish for this.
That face? The face he made.
He wants to be hand to the king. You know he's dangerous though.
Yeah. 'Cause he had like men at the ready. He's like the little finger
Yeah, he
of.
is.
Wow. I don't want to do a
About
direct
ambitions.
comparison. He has his own. Man. Wow. I don't know why this episode is just so much for me. Why is this so much for me?
You got a birth in the beginning,
Oh my gosh.
and then a birth that didn't
Oh my gosh, you're right.
basically end with
Just
a birth,
happened.
end with death. She couldn't push through.
But I don't know. I just think it's so bad that she went out on her own terms. Like, it's super tragic.
I wonder what the angle was, though.
Of what?
Like, why? Like, if she was going to do that, I mean, obviously, he was confronted. So Daemon was confronted. Hey, either we can try to do another way, which is I'm assuming the same, they were kind of hinting, basically.
Yeah, they said cut open the
wound. Cut open the wound, right? And she won't survive. So she was like, look, I'm just going to kill me and the baby.
She told him that when she dies, she doesn't want to die like a fat country lord. She wants to die like a dragon rider.
Right.
And obviously she wasn't in condition to go home. And her dragon definitely looked at her like, you woke me up to do what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That was really emotional for me. I really liked who her character became.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also like to see there was like a slight softening to Daemon with her.
But I still wonder what was Daemon's goal. Like, what was his whole? Obviously,
in marrying her, you mean?
No, like, what is his? He's there. She's like wondering, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? We just simply living lives of luxury because we got dragons.
I think he probably just wanted an escape.
But he's obviously not escaping, because to what she's saying, it's like, you say that, but then you stay in this house full of books and you're reading all about your ancestry and their conquering abilities. Like, what are you trying to get at? Like, and he's like, I want to. You're playing with the idea of giving one of your daughters away for more power and more freedom. But what is it to what end? Like, what are you looking to accomplish?
Like, what are you trying to build? Like, how would staying here?
Right. Like, he's like, it's all in his head, and he's not communicating with her about the plan.
Yeah.
If there is a plan, he's not communicating with her. He just got her drugged across the world to some place that she doesn't want to be, and he's like, this is where I want to be with the family.
Well, I don't know that communication was ever his strong suit. He always seemed like the type of guy that kind of like played it close to the chest a little bit.
Right.
Like, and obviously she was where they were going to be there, but she's saying, okay, at this point we're extending our stay. What are we doing here?
I mean, at this particular point, no one should marry Daemon, because his wives, I mean, they go out.
I mean, at least she had a good
in the head. The one's burned with dragon fire. Like, I don't know.
I mean, at least this one, they'd been together for at least 10 plus years.
Yeah, about
she's
10
had
years.
two healthy kids, and so it wasn't like a relationship with abuse.
But at this particular point, what is he going to do? Because he's the kind of person that doesn't. I don't know.
You think he would abandon his kids?
I think he will abandon one of them.
That'd be so sad.
I think he will abandon one of them.
Would she bond her mom's dragon? Because she told her there's more than one way to bond a dragon.
Right.
She could bond her mom's dragon.
Well, okay, so hear me out.
Okay. Daemon already has
Daemon is going to be like, basically like, get away from me, person with no dragon. And he only want to stick with the one.
Big on, you dragonless person.
Right. And then like towards the end of the episode, you see that she bonds with her mother's dragon.
Maybe that would be really cool.
That'd be cool. But dang. And then, oh boy, you see it again. The Second Sons, which is, this whole another story they tell in Game of Thrones lore, is about how they can be
like a wild card.
They can be a wild card because they don't have the pressure of the kingdom. They don't have the pressure of the duties of the firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
But also could be peons, right? They're trying to find themselves, and by finding themselves, they can be very dangerous.
They can
have even different and crazier ambitions.
Well, then maybe, like, to your point about
because they don't have to be
Daemon,
at court. They don't have to be.
Your point about Daemon, maybe that's what he's going through. Maybe he's like vacillating between the bold moves to get his, to reach his ambitious goals,
right,
and like the quiet freedom of being
Right.
like, F this, I don't have to be here.
Right,
for
right.
court
So
and
he's
politicking.
exactly like he don't need to be at court like his big brother, who's constantly got to be at court and do all the politics.
Mhm.
He's free. He can literally go out to another country and just do nothing, and have people
Man.
like placate you. And
Why did her death get to me? Dang it.
it happened too fast. I didn't get to me.
No, I think I'm just like I don't know. I feel like it was a sign of strength to go out like that.
Yeah, that came left field. I didn't
Ugh.
expect her to just run out. Burn me, that Christ. I was like, oh dang.
I mean, if you knew you're about to get slit open,
Bro, she
like to me, getting burned alive is more attractive. You're probably gonna die faster, and it's with something you trust. You know what I mean?
look. I just read none of that happened.
Right. Okay. I
but-
guess.
Yeah, and so yeah, he killed.
What
What is
about
that guy's name?
Laris?
Laris.
Killed
He
his
killed
dad
his
and
dad
his-
and his brother.
Because wasn't in Game of Thrones, wasn't that
said that's
when
what's gonna
Arya at one point when she was captured, and they had a couple people that they had captured,
They were
and
there.
they were
Mhm.
they were there at Harrenhal.
Mhm.
But okay, so I think we knew that Lord Laris had an angle, and I think he kind of just like he was patient with it, right?
Yeah,
He
very patient.
talked with her in the courtyard 10 years ago, has had his ear doing
Right.
like secret dinners to relay
Showed that
information.
he was valuable, and
Yeah.
that she brought him in to the
Yeah.
point where now they're having secret dinners
Meetings.
in her room.
And now 10 years later, she's either going to feel slightly indebted to him, or she's going to feel kind of guilty for like being like guilty by association a little bit and would want to placate him.
Mia, look, the way I see it is the hand of the king was burned alive, and there is no mistake. This was not like this was not an accident. So someone, if
But how are they gonna
should
prove
look into-
that?
well, they probably can't.
They
prove-
can't.
I don't know if
prove
they
that.
can't prove
when the
well,
whole place burned up. It'd be different if it's like,
Probably
oh,
right.
just his chamber is
You
caught
gotta
on
think
fire.
about
Like
this is-
literally the entire thing caught on fire because it spread.
And this is not modern time too.
Yeah,
so.
they can't call in like the arson crew to like reverse engineer what happened.
Right. Man, like,
And then even if they find the guys that did it, they can't say anything because they literally don't have tongues
right.
anymore. So you won't get the information.
Wonder if you could talk to them.
No. I mean, you can make
Mom,
sounds.
Mom.
Are you trying to? Please don't tell me you're trying to talk. Okay, but Loki, like, I would
Wait.
kind of try it, but I
Mom.
wouldn't do it on
Mom.
No. Because even just the way you move it, like, you have to, like, you move your tongue. This is so crazy. You
Mom.
move your tongue, like,
Mom.
no, because they cut it, right? So, like, in order to,
Yo.
you can make sound, but, like, even not using your teeth,
It's a
your
wrap.
tongue still kind of moves a smidge.
What do you like? You in a situation when somebody like cut your tongue out and get your tongue cut out because you go with the whole process, but one of them is like really good at speak like sign language. Like, haha, I use sign language, bitch. Ah, I told on you.
That's only if the other people know
They
sign
be like,
language.
what? He did?
They can also just write it down.
Yeah. Well, they probably illiterate
Why? That's an assumption.
because most people in this time like they're not.
Oh yeah, okay.
If they're
Unless
not
you
like
were-
lords or ladies or
Yes,
some high,
okay.
they don't read
Yes.
books and they don't get times of, they don't do school.
Mhm.
They don't know history. They're just there. So,
Well, that's
which is why they were, pretty much in the
criminals and
criminal sphere. Man, I mean, this is so they jumped 10 years. So I'm glad they
Yeah.
finally. I was like, when are they going to tell me how far in the future they jumped? So they jumped 10 years.
Mhm.
So that means what's his name? The firstborn.
Aegon?
He has to be like what?
12? No.
He has to be at least like 14, 15 years
Yeah,
old.
okay, maybe.
And then you have the second son, but I forgot his name.
Well, she had the daughter first.
The
Helena,
daughter,
Helena.
and then another son. And so all of them was born. So this is something I just learned.
But
They're
Aemon
all-
wasn't born yet.
So Aemon,
So Aemon is less than 10.
right. So he had the egg, but So what they just told was
some of the eggs never
egg.
hatch.
So you could be born with the egg, but it just don't hatch. And if it doesn't hatch, then you don't have a dragon. Okay.
Unless someone else has dragon in there, Ryder dies, or someone else dragon
Just
lays
like
another
Viserys,
egg and it hatches.
his
Viserys, yeah.
Viserys.
He got
Yeah.
his dad's,
He got
right?
his dad's, yeah.
Dad's dragon. Huh, okay, so any other debrief questions? Are you ready to rate?
I'm saying this episode is an 8 for me.
8?
Yeah. Solid 8.
Oh my gosh.
Solid
Okay.
8.
This one, I think, for me was a 9.3.
9.3?
Yeah. It just, there was so much
Yeah.
to me. So,
All right, so 8 for me, 9.3 for her. What is your score? What would you give it? Comment below. Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot to us. Obviously, of course,
Yeah.
you'll be able to get the first of all the notifications that we post here on YouTube.
yeah, and as another plug-in, just right here, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon so you can see the full reaction to this episode and everything else for House of the Dragon, as well as all of our other shows right there. Go become a member. You will love it.
And until next time.
Bye.